What up, people? Welcome into Nate's NFL Power Podcast. Well, as always, I am Big Nate, aka Always Triggered. Got you episode 4 here. We're getting the Week 4 NFL Power Rankings. Just got back up from New York. An awesome trip. My niece turned 1 year old. I got to spend a lot of time with my family. On Saturday, we did a petting zoo, smash cake. We hung out with the family, played games. On Sunday, I spent that with my brother. We went to Biggie's, which is a sports bar. Fantastic atmosphere. We got to talk to a bunch of Jets fans, and I found them to be very passionate, very smart. And man, those games on Sunday was really fun. The drinks and the food there was awesome. Calamari, amazing. Might be the best calamari I've ever had. Is from Biggie's. It's not far from MetLife Stadium, which wasn't very far from my hotel. And the drinks there were really good. We had espresso martinis with like the little coffee beans in them. Woo! Good stuff. And speaking of drinks today I am having look at that. Sprite. We're just going no alcohol today. We got a Sprite here for the podcast. I like how you see the green screen effect. It's black. You can kind of like, I guess, see the can underneath. I don't know what that is. It's so cool. It kind of look, you know what it reminds me of? It's like the Eagles, like when they wear their black and green stuff. I like that. That's kind of a cool look there. Good job, camera and green screen. Way to go. All right, let's get you into the basement. You know how we do, guys. All right, 32, you got the Texans. 31, Broncos. 30, Commanders. 29, New York Jets. 28, Carolina Panthers. 27, Seattle Seahawks. 26, Pittsburgh Steelers. 25, New England Patriots. 24, Indianapolis Colts. 23, Atlanta Falcons. 22, Chicago Bears. And the 21st ranked team, breaks my heart, man. They were out of the basement and they're back in it. Those Detroit Lions, who blew a 10-point lead there in the second half. Gotta hate to see that. Washington Commanders, they took the deep dive down 10 spots, so they came from 20 all the way down to 30. Carson Wentz playing a lot of hero ball there. The Broncos, 2-1, right there, 31. I know a lot of people might look at that and say, why are they ranked 31? But the Denver Broncos, to me, if you watch their offense, is about as inept an offense as I've seen. Russell Wilson, they just don't look good at all. And they should not have beaten the 49er team. A miracle that they did. I didn't believe anything Russ said in the post game. He is just such a rah guy. It's all politically correct crap. He doesn't tell you the truth. They played hot garbage and they won and they got lucky to win. You can just say that and it's all good. The Colts, got to talk about the Colts. They were at the bottom here, doing that epic collapse. What was it, 14 spots they dropped last week? Back up 6 spots. They beat the Chiefs. So, they kind of make me look pretty bad. But at the same time, I mean, look at their record. 1-1-1. They've literally done everything. They've won a game. They've tied a game. They've lost a game. I mean, does anyone know what the Colts are? I don't even think the Colts know what the Colts are. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with them here going forward. As always, guys, my article where you can read every team's blurb, the link for that article, this that you see on the screen here, is in the description below. I am still working on it. I do still put a good amount of effort into the article. If you read it, please let me know, and go ahead and get you right over to the Fringe here. Oh, yeah. Nice cold Sprite. All right, 20, Arizona Cardinals. 19, Tennessee Titans. 18, Las Vegas Raiders. 17, New York Giants. 16, New Orleans Saints. 15, the Jacksonville Jaguars. 14, San Francisco 49ers. 13, the Cleveland Browns. Team 12, Cincinnati Bengals. Didn't move one spot. I was like, when I see that, it's kind of interesting. And Team 11 is the Dallas Cowboys, who beat those New York Giants on Monday night. It was a fun game to watch. The Cowboys defense, of course, definitely propelling them into victories. They've been out on the field for much of their games, and they show up. I mean, they put the clamps down. And Micah Parsons, I got to talk about the Raiders here, guys, in the Fringe. 0-3. Some people would want to put them in the basement with that record. I still think they're a very good team. They're finding their bearings, but they do need to get it together because they play in a division that is unrelenting. So they definitely need to get their butt in gear if they're going to be doing anything here in the near future or want hopes of making any kind of playoff push toward the end of the year. Frisco losing to Denver. Jimmy G did not play well at all. Jacksonville, I can't say it enough. Love what Doug Peterson's doing down there. Their squad looks good. They might just mess around and win their division. And if they do, I would be ecstatic. I mean, it's there for the taking. It's still very early in the year. But you never know. They could do it. All right, guys, let's get you over to the top 10 teams heading into week 4. Are you ready? Yeah, I got my sugar. I am. Let's go. Number 10, Minnesota Vikings. Number 9, LA Chargers. Number 8, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Number 7, Baltimore Ravens. Number 6, Green Bay Packers. Number 5 are those 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles. Here, put the can up. Don't get mad, John. They're a good football team. I can get excited if I want to. Number 4, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 3, LA Rams. Number 2, Buffalo Bills. And the number 1 team, Miami Dolphins. That's right, guys. I didn't even pause. I didn't want to. No suspense. We just ripped the Band-Aid off. It was hard for me. They're like 1 and 1A. Yes, if the Bills were healthy, that game would have looked differently. Would they have won? I don't know. Nobody knows, and we will never know. All I know is coming into that game, the Buffalo Bills were whooping the snot out of everyone. World beaters. And the Miami Dolphins, in their 3 games this year, they have beat Bill Belichick and the Patriots in division, which, say what you want, I know they've had their number, whatever. That's not easy to win that game. That's the first game for Coach Mike McDaniel. Then he goes to Baltimore and beats John Harbaugh and the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson, who's leading the league in touchdowns. And then they beat the world beater Buffalo Bills. I mean, if I'm not going to put Miami at number 1 this week, when will I ever put them at number 1? I mean, they are dominating some of the best coaches and teams out there. They're playing a great brand of football. I just hope they don't peak too early. I really love what the Dolphins are doing. I don't expect them to really be falling out of the top 10 anytime soon, no matter what. They got another difficult game here coming up. We're going to get to that here in just a moment. Boom. There's your week 4 game slate, guys. And this is an interesting one. Like I was saying, you got that Thursday game, 8:15 p.m. Miami Dolphins, the number 1 ranked team in my book, heading over to the Cincinnati Bengals in my brother's backyard, the number 12 overall ranked team. Should be a great game. Now, Sunday, guys, pay attention. Excuse me. On Sunday, pay attention, guys. You got a 9:30 game in London. Was it Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or something like that? That's that London game. So make sure, guys, you get up early, get your coffee, get your donut or eggs. For me, it's probably an egg burrito. Get that thing going. Get the crust out of your eyes. Set your fantasy lineup because you got a early game, 9:30 a.m. Get that London game. Minnesota Vikings at New Orleans Saints. It's kind of the backwards, the Saints are hosting, even though they're in London, but of that Minneapolis Miracle game. Sunday, 1 p.m., you've got the Browns Falcons, Commanders Cowboys, Seahawks Lions, Titans Colts, Bears Giants, Jaguars Eagles, Jets Steelers, Bills Ravens, and Chargers Houston. You got 1:4:05 kickoff on Sunday. That's going to be those Arizona Cardinals in Carolina versus the Panthers. You got a pair of 4:25 games. You got New England Patriots at Green Bay Packers, and that AFC West matchup, Denver Broncos and Las Vegas Raiders. 8:20, that's your Sunday nighter. You got Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Going to be a good game for sure. And then Monday night, you got the LA Rams and San Francisco 49ers. All right, here's your game ranking. At number 6, Bears and Giants, 2-1 teams. Somebody's going to be 3-1 most likely. I want to see who that is going to be, how that game is going to look. That's going to tell us about these NFC teams here, those two. There's that London game. That's the number 5 game of the week. The Minnesota Vikings at New Orleans Saints. I think that's going to be a damn good football team. 10 versus 16. I've kind of seen a lot of different things from both of these teams. Excuse me there. And we'll see what comes out of that one, too. I'm very interested in that. Number 4, Jaguars and Eagles. Another good one for me, 15 versus 5. Number 3, you got that Thursday nighter, Dolphins and Bengals. Big AFC powerhouse matchup there. Number 2, you got the Bills and Ravens. Do I need to say any more? Basically, whatever game Buffalo's playing so far this year is in the top 6 games. It's just the way it's going to be, right? And number 1, Kansas City Chiefs and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How can you pass that up? Another matchup. I mean, last week we got Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. This week we get Mahomes versus Tom Brady. I'm all about it. Let's go for it. All right, guys, you know what I do too, right? I pick those games. There you go. Again, these could be changed up until kickoff. If you want to join my league, the link for my league for pick'ems is in the description below as well. I would love you to join. You can pick these 6 games if you'd like. Last week I went 4-2. Overall, 12-6. So we don't look too bad at picking our games of the week. And this is where I'm leaning so far for this week. All right, guys. As always, I want to thank you so much for watching. You guys are really the best. Much love, my family, my friends, all you guys that support. Thank you so very much. Hitting that like button and subscribing, free. Doesn't cost you anything. It might just help me. So if you enjoy this, if you want to support, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Peace.